Типа он из этого,
Нет, он именно от пули выворачивал.
видимо, умный какой-то попался.
Hi guys, welcome back to Warthog Defense. I'm Seth. Russia's military-industrial heartland is once again under attack. Deep behind enemy lines, a facility critical to the production of advanced missile tech has been hit again. This isn't just another drone strike. It's a part of calculated campaign targeting the very systems that fuel Russia's war machine. Stay tuned as we break down Ukraine's growing ability to strike where it hurt most. On the morning of July 15th, drones targeted the PJSC Energia facility in Yelets-Lipetsk region. The attack was reported on social media, where local residents shared footage of the incident. This plant is the largest producer of batteries and accumulators for Russian weapon systems. Astra also reported a fire and smoke in the area around this Russian factory. The regional governor confirmed the attack on an industrial facility in the city, although he did not disclose its name. A drone crashed in the industrial zone of Yelets. One person was injured and is receiving all necessary medical care. There is no threat to their life. Emergency and specialized services are on site, he wrote. Before the explosions and fire, witnesses recorded the flight of a fixed-wing drone heading toward the facility. The previous attack on the Russian Energia plant occurred on the night of July 3rd. At least one building was damaged, with windows broken and several cars in the nearby parking lot caught fire. Prior to that, the Russian facility was attacked by drones on May 23rd. PJSC Energia is a Russian company specializing in the production of sealed lead acid, nickel-cadmium and lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, uninterruptible power supplies, and standardized military-grade electrochemical power sources. The company is one of the largest battery manufacturers in Russia and plays a key role in the defense industry due to the specialization of its products. The range of applications for its batteries is broad, covering weaponry from military drones to intercontinental ballistic missiles. According to Russian contractor monitoring services, the company has held multi-million-dollar contracts with over 20 defense sector clients, both directly with the Russian Ministry of Defense and with Russian defense enterprises. Satellite images have also confirmed damage to the Krasnozavodsk chemical plant, where thermobaric warheads for Shahed drones are manufactured. Russian war bloggers say that an overwhelming number of Ukrainian drones, along with an excessive Russian reliance on asphalt roads, is causing severe disruption of Russian logistics. Armored vehicles have been reduced to close to zero efficiency. Witnesses of Bayraktar writes, "Drones are ruining our logistics. Strongholds 5 kilometers from the front are already left without supplies, and this is in the presence of dense foliage. Why is this happening? Despite the wide front, we are sending logistics along asphalt roads, of which there are frankly few. There are a lot of forests and windbreaks around, but supplies are rushing along the asphalt. The fewer roads, the greater the efficiency of waiting drones or drones that have been landed on the road waiting in ambush for a passing vehicle. If several brigades receive supplies along one road, then the efficiency of such drones will tend to 100%. In the summer, there is no problem laying 100 alternative roads. But our engineers are frankly sloppy. All counteraction to drones is mainly built on electronic warfare. The supply run receives information about the drones just before the start of the journey and then sets off along the route. After 3 minutes, the situation changes and then you fly past burning loaves. Non-athlete agrees and comments, "A serious problem with logistical support has arisen on the front lines. There are two reasons for this: Ukrainian drones, of which there are a lot, and our supply routes, of which there are frankly few, and all of them are under fire. Organizing logistical supply of forward groups means ensuring the fulfillment of combat missions within the framework of an offensive or defensive operation. When supplies are lacking, it is logical that one should not expect success at the front. The enemy outnumbers us in drones. This is a fact, no matter what some people say now. It is in small UAVs that the Ukrainian armed forces have a big advantage, which is why the assault on each plantation is a feat, and armored vehicles have actually become, if not useless, then close to zero efficiency. And if we do not want to lose people and equipment, then we need to address this issue here and now. Both war bloggers recommend copying Ukrainian tactics and building an extensive network of field roads. Non-athlete describes how this worked at Bakhmut. At one time, our troops took key roads under fire control, which seemed to weaken the enemy, but he had field routes. He used them to rotate and deliver ammunition and food to the assault groups, which is why the assault was not an easy task. Witnesses of Bakhraktar proposes how this could be organized. Logistics strong points are located in forests at a distance of 3 to 5 kilometers from each other. Supplies should not rely on icons for divine protection and rush 20 km carrying complete ignorance. At logistics strong points, drivers should receive information about all drones and should be helped to hide under the foliage. Cargo should not be transferred from the rear base in one flight to the strong point, but in a dozen small heaves from point to point. It is better to entrust this work to robotic platforms. The points should be covered by electronic warfare and fighters with rifles. Such ambush teams show high efficiency in the fight against fiber optics. In a word, in order to reduce losses, it is possible to change the logistics tactics now, and sitting on the strong points without supplies is sad and dangerous. In Ukraine's fight to outmaneuver a numerically superior enemy, one tactic has proven brutally effective: the systematic destruction of Russian logistics. The growing pile of scorched and shattered vehicles near Novotroitsk is no accident. It's the direct result of a deliberate Ukrainian strategy to sever the arteries that keep Russian frontline units alive. Recent footage and satellite imagery show more than 100 destroyed Russian vehicles scattered along the road from Zhovte to Novopustinka, just south of Pokrovsk. This so-called Road of the Death is a stark testament to Ukraine's focus on mobility warfare. Rather than waste resources on head-on assaults, Ukrainian forces are choosing to strike where it hurts the bad: supply convoys, fuel trucks and ammunition carriers. These columns are often easy targets for drones, artillery, and precision strikes, especially as Russia continues to rely on outdated convoy tactics without adequate protection or adaptation. Despite suffering similar losses earlier in the war, Russian logistics remains rigid and exposed, operating on predictable routes through contested zones. By choking off supplies and forcing Russian troops to fight under-equipped and underfed, Ukraine doesn't just bleed the enemy, it paralyzes entire sections of the front. It's a strategy that turns roads into kill zones and leaves behind blackened wreckage as warnings to others. The Russian command seems unable or unwilling to adjust fully, and the consequences are becoming increasingly catastrophic. The war is no longer just about holding ground. It's about denying the enemy the ability to move, resupply or retreat. And on roads like the one south of Pokrovsk, Ukraine is winning that battle one burning truck at a time. Clearing operation in Toretsk straight from the front line. Infantry from the Special Forces Kizyak Brigade moved in. Russians were dug in but refused to surrender. Grenades settled the issue. The situation around Toretsk is rapidly deteriorating as Russian forces intensify their assault on the city's outskirts. Heavy shelling and infantry attacks are testing Ukrainian defenses, with reports of fierce close-quarters combat. While Ukraine still holds the town, pressure is mounting and the risk of encirclement is growing. Toretsk could soon become the next major flashpoint on the Eastern Front. Ask ChatGPT. And from the other news, during the Iranian missile strike on the US Al Udeid airbase on June 23rd, a critical component of the satellite communication system was destroyed. Photos released by the analytical project Clash Report reveal the extent of the damage. The photos show a damaged antenna that was part of the modernized Enterprise terminal, a key element of the US Army's strategic satellite communication network. As previously reported, Iran launched a massive missile strike on American military targets in the Middle East, in response to a US airstrike on its nuclear facilities. According to sources, at least 10 missiles were launched toward Qatar, and another one targeted Iraq. In response, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Qatar issued an official statement strongly condemning the attack on the Al Udeid airbase executed by the forces of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of Iran. The modernized Enterprise Terminal is an advanced satellite communications system used by the US Army to provide secure, jam-resistant and high-speed data transmission. It is a key component of the strategic-level satellite infrastructure, particularly within the protected military communication programs based on AEHIF, Advanced Extremely High Frequency satellites. It enables both ground and airborne communication using encrypted channels that can withstand electronic warfare interference. The stations are capable of operating in conditions of global conflict when most civilian infrastructure is either disabled or inaccessible. The terminals are modular and can be deployed in various types of command centers, including mobile ones. The system supports simultaneous operation with multiple communication channels and is compatible with existing command and battle management systems.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.